I know we got some other folks that aren't as keen on it. Let's go to Shane in Oxon Hill. Shane, thanks for calling. You're on the Hoffman Show.
Yeah, man, it's just crazy, man. How the fans and you know the media guys like you can turn your back on a guy so fast in the lame duck year with EB calling plays. Like, come on, man. The guy had 11 touchdowns over the past 2 years. Terry McLaurin has 9. Okay, Olamide Zacchaeus had 10 catches last year. Diami Brown had 100 yards last year for 12 catches, 100 yards, okay? Now, you look at Chicago and see what they're doing for their young quarterback, they're putting pieces around them. Are we a better team without Josh Dotson? No. Without Jahan Dotson? No, we're not. So stop all the baloney, man. He wasn't killing up salary cap space. He wasn't. I don't care if he fitted or not. But one thing
you don't care if he fits the team or not?
No, it's supposed to be about talent. See, now we're getting into whether he's a good person or he's
no, that's not what it's about.
It's like, oh, he won't run through a wall. Guess who's seen talent in him? Howie Roseman. He went to the Super Bowl twice. Okay, he won one. You think he just traded a third-round pick for a guy that like, oh, he's a bum.
You know how many rings Adam Peters has, right?
No, Adam Peters never was the main guy there. He was the backup quarterback sitting on the bench. What guys can he finally say that he chose?
Rings in New England, rings in Denver, multiple Super Bowl appearances in San Francisco.
Listen, though. We traded Montez Sweat, okay? And now we have Cleveland Ferrell, who had 2 sacks, and Dante Fowler, who had 2 sacks, okay? We have Austin Eckler, who is 30 years old. We gave up on a wide receiver running back type of guy who was younger. Like, come on, bro. Kendall Fuller is in Miami, okay? You not understand that? Like, what are you talking about? Curtis Samuel is in Buffalo. These guys are going to good teams. Cam Curl is with the Rams. These guys are not just bums, bro. What are you talking about, man? They're going to good organizations.
Sure.
People see talent on the roster, bro. We had a terrible lame duck coach, and we have a guy, Adam Peters, who's bringing in bums, and everybody's like, oh, just because we're bringing in new faces mean we're better. We're bringing in a bunch of bums. They're just new faces.
Who's a bum?
Cleveland Ferrell sucks.
It doesn't
Cleveland
suck.
Ferrell. Dante Fowler sucks.
No,
Cleveland
he
Ferrell
doesn't.
Sucks.
No, he doesn't.
They had 2 sacks last year. He had 2 sacks last year, bro.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
There's more to playing defensive end than getting sacks.
We traded him in the Pro Bowl, bro.
They also signed him for 1-year deals to help establish a new culture and build on. And this is how you build a sustainable winner in sports. Something that you clearly don't know about because you just yelled. That'll be good, Anthony. We're good there. We're good on that one. I get the point. Shane made his point. I get it. Are they a better team today? They're not any worse. Like, I hate to break it to you, dude. I was out there a lot. Jahan Dotson wasn't doing anything more than Olamide Zacchaeus, who had 10 catches last year. He wasn't doing a whole lot more than Diami Brown. He's actually doing less than Diami Brown, who's got whatever your stats are on Diami Brown. It's not about past performance. It's about projecting the future. And also, they are trying to build something here. They are going to build through the draft. The thing most of y'all have been calling this station for 40 freaking years, asking for a general manager to do, and now they're doing it, and you're attached to a guy that had a decent rookie year, although he was banged up, and a terrible year last year. Watch the tape. Dude doesn't play with the urgency and the physicality that you need to succeed in the NFL in an offense like this and to play for this team. And so, yeah, are there guys like Cam Curl's a good football player. Curtis Samuel's a good football player. Curtis Samuel, by the way, who's hurt right now in Buffalo because that's what happens. But they're older. They don't fit the timeline. There's a cap management element to this. There's a draft capital management to this. All y'all want to do, some of you, is play fantasy football in 2024. They're not winning the Super Bowl this year. Stop caring about 2024. I'm sorry you waited this long. You're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Instant gratification doesn't work in sports. The Houston Texans had about as good of a year as you could possibly dream of last year and got beat in the playoffs in the first game they played, second game they played, whatever it was. They didn't sniff the Super Bowl, and they weren't going to. Now, they went out and made some moves that maybe they will this year, and that could be Washington next year. And guess what? Guys like Cleveland Ferrell and Dante Fowler, who signed one-year deals, probably wouldn't be a part of that. But what they are going to do is teach the young guys how to play at a high level. And if you go ask the San Francisco 49ers how they've built a sustainable contender, I know they haven't won a Super Bowl, but going to the number they have is incredibly impressive. And if it wasn't for Patrick Mahomes being some godlike football player, then they probably would have at least one ring. Then, like, you go back and look at a guy that I know pretty well named Logan Paulson. Logan wasn't a great player. Logan would be the first one to tell you he wasn't a great NFL player. But if you go back and ask San Francisco, like, who are some of the guys that are really important to establishing the culture there, establishing what it meant to be a pro, establishing the standard that you maximize each and every guy that you bring in when you build through the draft, a guy like Logan has a huge impact on a guy like George Kittle, who is absolutely not a bum. And I guarantee you Shane and Oxon Hill would have called a San Francisco radio station in 2017 and been like, Logan Paulson's a bum. Okay, fine. He's a bum who knows how to teach other guys who are not bums how to play. And I also find it hilariously ironic that you call this radio station and then talk to me about, now we're talking about whether he's a good person. When I have explicitly said, I like Jahan Dotson a lot. I think he's not competitive, but it doesn't translate to the field. And then you go and start calling people bums. Don't do that. We don't do that on this show. We don't call human beings who are professional athletes bums. Lame. Don't do that. No more. Anthony, new rule. Anybody calls someone a bum, it's an automatic hang-up. Those are the rules.
Gotcha.
All right. When we get back, more of your calls.
What's up, kiddos? It's your boy Clinton Yates from ESPN. It's the Hoffman Show on the Team 980. Tell your mama I said what's up.